let's look at the powerhouse that is Wisconsin volleyball. They were the #1 overall seed in this year's tournament, the favorite to win for the first time in program history. It's their 8th straight appearance and 24th overall appearance. They've gone to the Sweet 16 in each of the last 7 seasons, and they've looked unstoppable all year long, holding on to that #1 spot in the AVCA poll for every single week. Now they're using last year's loss in the championship as motivation in this year's tournament. They went a perfect 15-0, only losing 3 sets all season long, taking the Big Ten title with a win against Michigan. They lead the Big Ten in hitting percentage, aces, opponent hitting percentage, opponent assists, opponent kills, and opponent blocks. So all really well-rounded teams. Now they've only played 3 matches in the last 2 months, but senior setter Sydney Hilly told me that even though they didn't play as many matches, it just means so much more this year because of all the sacrifices that they've had to make. Emily Ehman here with a look at all the Big Ten teams to make the NCAA tournament. Let's take a look at Nebraska, the #5 overall seed. It's their 39th appearance in school history. They've been to 4 Final Fours in the last 5 years, so they're looking to get their first title since 2017. Legendary head coach John Cook is looking to get his 5th title with the Huskers in his 21st year as head coach. The team had 3 players to make the All-Big Ten first team, including middle blocker Lauren Stivrins, outside Lexi Sun, and setter Nicklin Haynes. Stivrins, a 2-time All-American, leads the Big Ten and is 4th nationally in hitting percentage, hitting .468 during the regular season, an unstoppable force up front, especially on that Stivrins slide. Now, setter Nicklin Haynes leads the Big Ten in assists per set and is ranked 17th nationally. The team finished 14-2, 3rd in the Big Ten standings, just 1 loss to each 3-seed Minnesota and #9 seed Ohio State. Thursday, the Huskers will play Texas State. Texas State has played the most matches of any team in the country, so it could be a good test for this Nebraska team. They'll probably win though, and if they do, they might see #12 seed Baylor in the Sweet 16. And if they can get through that, we could see a Nittany Lions Huskers matchup in the Elite 8 if the Nittany Lions can get past #4 seed Texas. So it all starts Thursday. Emily Ehman here, giving you a look at all the Big Ten teams to make the NCAA tournament this season. Let's kick it off with Ohio State. They were the #9 overall seed in the tournament, their 23rd qualification in the school's history, in their first bid since 2016. Now, first-year head coach Jen Oldenburg led this team very well. She was the Big Ten Coach of the Year, her first appearance in the tournament as a head coach, and the only head coach in Ohio State's history to make the tournament as a first-year head coach. Now, they also have outstanding underclassmen led by first-team All-Big Ten honorees sophomore setter Mac Pedraza and freshman opposite Emily Ehman, who Coach Oldenburg says this team leans on most. Ehman earned Big Ten Freshman of the Year honors. He was 2nd in the Big Ten in kills per set and 3rd in the Big Ten in points per set. Now, setter Pedraza led this offense all year long. She finished the regular season 2nd in the Big Ten in assists per set and helped the Buckeyes on top of the Big Ten in kills per set. This team went 15-3 during the regular season, and with how the Buckeyes have been playing, you'll probably see them get through that first round pretty easily, and then probably see them play #8 seed Florida in that Sweet 16, which will definitely test them. But if they can come out on top, you'll most likely see a Buckeyes versus #1 seed Wisconsin matchup in that Elite 8. But first, gotta get to it on Thursday. I'm Emily Ehman here, breaking down all the Big Ten teams to make the NCAA volleyball tournament this season. Let's take a look at the Minnesota Gophers, the overall 3 seed in this tournament. It's their 6th consecutive appearance and 25th appearance overall. They went 15-2 during the regular season, and those losses were to top 5 opponents, Wisconsin and Nebraska. This season, they had 4 different 5-set matches, and they won all of them, which head coach Hugh McCutcheon told me is in part due to how mature this group is and how they have such good emotional range. Now, 6 Gophers ended up with Big Ten postseason honors, 3 on that first team, including redshirt senior middle blocker Reagan Pittman, freshman outside Taylor Landfair, and senior opposite Stephanie Samedy, who I think is in contention for National Player of the Year. She was Big Ten Player of the Year this season. She was AVCA Player of the Week once, Big Ten Player of the Week twice during the regular season. She now leads the Big Ten in points per set and in kills per set with 4.11. Now, this team plays the winner of Georgia Tech and Lipscomb, who play Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern. And if the Gophers can win, they could see number 14 seeded Utah in the Sweet 16. And if they beat them, we could see the same Elite 8 matchup that we saw last season with number 11 seed Louisville or number 6 seed Washington. Now, as the lone Big Ten team in their section of the bracket, we won't see them play another Big Ten team until the potential Final Four or even championship match, which I would not be surprised to see the Gophers in this season. Now, it all starts on Thursday as they play the winner of Georgia Tech and Lipscomb. You can watch at 7 p.m. Eastern on ESPN3. Emily Ehman here, breaking down all the Big Ten teams to make the NCAA volleyball tournament this season. Let's take a look at the Penn State Nittany Lions. They're the number 13th seed overall and are now the only program in the country to have made all 40 NCAA tournaments. They're led by legendary head coach Russ Rose, who is the winningest coach in all of NCAA D1 athletics. He's looking to get his 8th national championship. This team had 3 players earning Big Ten postseason honors, led by 2-time All-American junior middle blocker Caitlin Hord, who led the team with the best .404 hitting percentage. The team had a lot of postponements all year long, but they ended up going 9-5. They had their biggest win against Purdue when they won in 4, so they're looking to have a good run in this NCAA tournament. It all starts on Thursday for the Nittany Lions as they play the winner of Rice and North Carolina A&T. You can watch at 10:30 p.m. Eastern on ESPN3. Emily Ehman here with more Big Ten teams that made the NCAA tournament this year. We're taking a look at the Purdue Boilermakers. They're the number 7 overall seed. It's their highest tournament ranking since 2011. This appearance makes their 6th consecutive and 22nd overall. They finished the regular season 14-6. All those 6 losses, though, came to top 10 opponents, and they're coming off 2 huge wins against number 9 seed Ohio State. Defensively, they're on fire. Senior libero Jenna Otek was the Big Ten Defensive Player of the Year, the first time in Purdue's history to have someone win that honor. Middle blocker Taylor Trammell is 5th in the NCAA in blocks per set with 1.59. And head coach Dave Shondell says she's going to be one of the best middle blockers the Big Ten has seen in a long time. Outside Grace Cleveland is 17th in the NCAA in blocks per set with 1.42. So this Boilermaker team has its defense on point. They have 5 players earning Big Ten postseason honors, 4 on that first team, including setter Haley Bush, outside Grace Cleveland, outside Caitlin Newton, and libero Jenna Otek. And don't be surprised if the Boilermakers make a Final Four this year. But you can see it all starting Thursday. They play the winner of UCF and High Point. You can watch at 3:30 p.m. Eastern on ESPN3.